Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Medieval Dynasty. Right now, I've got all of the pieces to put this fishing shack together, so I'm gonna do that. Yes, in the dark, but I'll speed it up. See you in a moment. Looks like I forgot a few pieces, so I'm gonna go up, sleep through the night, grab 16 more straw, and then we'll get it finished up. And so in today's episode, last episode, we learned about the dark history of our uncle, how he killed a man. What the hell happened? How he killed a man, which was against all of the rules of the pack. As Kestrel said, we discovered that Iordan was murdered, and there's our wifey, Radomira. That's almost picturesque. I'm going to take a picture of that for the thumbnail, because she looks bored as hell. I'm going to sleep until the next day. So we figured out all of this shit about our uncle, which some of it tugged at the heartstrings, some of it really pissed us off, but it is what it is. I know that's super cliche, but that's all I can say about it. We can't control who our family was any more than we can control that now in our real lives. So let's put the planks back, the logs back. We can put the sticks back. Grab the straw. Seriously, I got a lot of stuff. A little over 2,000 kilograms of shit that I have to worry about sorting. Oh, I forgot about that. Well, probably shouldn't jump off of buildings or anything. We're gonna finish building this. Then I left the pike on the ground right outside, right there. So let me tap this into place. Oops. All right. There's our sexy fishing hut. I like it. I don't know about you guys. Yeah. Okay. Now let's grab the fish and see how I really hope this is enough to give us the fish meat that we need. Workbench. Craft the pike into fish meat. Fingers crossed. Or spinning around, that works too. Yes! So the pike give us... seven meat. The pike give us 7 meat. Okay. So, in this episode, I'm probably not going to speed up a terrible amount. Maybe I will. I don't know. I know that I haven't done a lot of talking in the last few Medieval Dynasty episodes, and you might prefer it that way. I put a poll out on Twitter a little while ago, which, you know, absolutely nobody answered. And I asked what you guys liked most about my videos. Did you like my narrative insight? Did you like my editing? Did you like the music choices? Or was it all about which games were featured? What draws you to watch the videos in the first place? So that's my question for you this episode. I'm getting right into the nitty-gritty right at the very beginning. Why do you watch my videos? I know that's a very dangerous question to ask, but honestly, I'm still a fledgling YouTuber. I don't have very many subscribers. I value each and every one of you greatly. I'm very grateful for the fact that I'm able to do this at all, even though it's still not a full-time gig. And I mean, I haven't been doing this very long, but that's the end goal, is I would love to be able to do this full-time, to play and do what you guys like, so that it's, you know, worth it. Where the hell did I go? Oh, okay. I'm still going the right way. But some YouTubers, none of the ones that I'm subscribed to, actually, but a lot of the YouTubers on Twitter are like, don't ask what people like, or they'll just unsubscribe, which doesn't make any sense to me, but whatever. Here's Ida. All right, woman, give me the damn crossbow. I got your fish. Take it. And what happened to your manners? They went where the sun don't shine. Give me the crossbow. Here, finally. Bye. Wait, don't you want to know what I need all this fish for? Maybe another time. Oh. Got it. Hi, I did it. Right, you won, you're better than me. Maybe a reward for the champion? Don't push it. Fine, here, this is for you. Perfect, I got some coins and whatnot. Oh my god, that chime. Sweet baby Cheez-Its. Okay, we're going to go back to what's-his-face, which I don't have any coins, so I'm going to run the long way. But I think I'm going to keep you guys company this time. Mostly because I kind of feel like I've been inside my own head for a lot of these episodes. And if it hasn't already become apparent, I don't intend this to be a one after the other kind of episode. One after the other episodic adventure. I intend this to be more of like a cathartic break, reprieve from the other kinds of games that I normally play. By this time, I'm not going to say anything out loud in this video in case I haven't actually gotten around to it, but hopefully by this time, there is not one, but two other video games that I'm running a series on that you guys, well, one of them you asked for, one of them you didn't. I'm super excited about both of them. They should be out by the time this video hits, coming to theaters near you. By the time this video hits YouTube and you see it, those two videos should be out, and I should be, for lack of a better and less crass way of saying things, I should be knee-deep in making a couple of videos on those, so you guys should end up liking that a lot. Holy hell. They weren't lying. I didn't know this was here. I swear to your God, I didn't know this was here. There's supposed to be treasure chests that you can find around 231 coins. Sweet baby Cheez-Its. There's supposed to be treasure chests you can find randomly throughout the map, and they can spawn in different locations based on your playthrough. So I could play, you know, the same game twice, and there would never be two treasure chests in the same spot. I didn't believe anybody. I hadn't come across one yet, but we just came across one. That's cool. And 230 coins. It's pretty badass. My second question. There we go. So my second question for you is, do I swear too much? I never wanted to be, I still don't. I don't want to be a content creator that has to censor themselves. I don't want to sit down and put on a pair of glasses and a mullet and like all that shit and pretend to be someone I'm not, because that's not me. I'm brutally honest and probably rude, over the top. I'm going to offend people. I hope I offend people. But do I swear too much? Would that does, as much as I swear, does that turn you off wanting to watch my videos? I understand that there are some younger subscribers and whatnot out there. I don't know if I have any young subscribers. I can't actually see a lot of the demographic information on my creator thing, but I know there are younger subscribers out there, and I know it might make you uncomfortable, might make your parents uncomfortable having you watch me, considering I don't pull any punches. I'm gonna run into a bear if I keep doing this, I have a feeling. I'm gonna stay up on the ridge. While I don't want to censor myself, if I swear just a little too much, let me know. I don't really think that any words are off the table when it comes to being honest and whatnot. So, I mean, hell, oh, hello. There's a cave right here. How did I not see this? That's how. I'm gonna explore in here a little bit. There's some of that, some iron ore. Just please don't be a bear. Ah, cool. I like it in here. Lots of stuff. Is this one of those walls? Yeah, so we have to unlock the mine and put it in here before this wall will be broken down by a worker. I think that's because there... So when we dug through the other mine, I think I may have showed you in one of the videos where we dug through the mine. The next video, I hope I remembered to put it in. I had found some walls in there that needed to be opened by the mine, and I didn't find any iron ore. So I'm wondering if you have to unlock the mine before you can get to the iron ore nodes that are inside those caves. Unless there's another mine somewhere on the map that's just exclusively iron. I don't know. Anyway, as I was saying, if I swear too much, let me know. I don't really want to censor myself, and I hope you don't really want me to censor myself, because I expect you guys not to censor yourself. But I digress. This is an entertainment platform. Gotta follow some dumbass rules sometimes, so I might as well get used to it now. Otherwise, I won't be able to monetize or get sponsored or any of that shit. Not that that's ever going to happen at this point, but you never know. You never know. One of these days, it might. I'm hopeful. All right, dude. Got your damn crossbow. Recognize this? My old crossbow. How did you get it? I've awoken my inner angler. I don't think I want to ask for the details. The only thing that matters is that it's back in my hands. Tell Kestrel I'm ready when she is. Will do. Okay, so 500 coins. So I need to make 500 coins, and then we need to dry some meat. How do I dry meat? I dry meat in the hunters... Or I can buy the meat. Can I hunt 200 and some odd of leather and... Well, we're gonna find out if I can hunt 200 and some odd coins worth of leather and meat. And then we're just gonna try and buy the dried meat, I guess. Wait a second. Did this place have a... Does this place... Is there a vendor's... Nope. I don't know. We'll find some animals to hunt. I really don't want to go all the way back to, all the way back to our village just to grind out some materials and stuff, but that might be the way we have to go. I'm going to literally shoot at anything that moves and is green. Hell, anything that's red would be even more preferred. So there's a bunny rabbit. There's a couple rabbits. Ooh. Gotcha. Sometimes I amaze me. Whew, right in the side. Gonna need to craft another knife or two, I have a feeling. Ooh. Well, lots of rabbits. Oh, crap. Nope, I missed. Swing and a miss. I got the water skin. Where'd that stone arrow go? There's one. Get you, you bastard. Nope, I totally missed that one too. Sometimes I impress me. Sometimes I'm embarrassed to be me. That's actually most of the time, not gonna lie. Dude, that rabbit totally got its legs yanked out from under it. That was funny. I know. I'm dark, I'm horrible, whatever. But that was my job for a couple of summers, was just taking out rabbits for a farmer. They eat the crops, and so the farmer would pay me in as much ammunition as I could handle. And I would just go out and drop off rabbits. They were mostly cottontails. There were a couple of jackrabbits, which, for those of you who don't know, they're not actually rabbits, they're hares. But, requires a knife, of course. How much do I need for a knife? I need 3 more sticks and a stone. So, got 5 sticks. And a stone. Yeah, that was a fun summer. I honestly wish that I'd taken more opportunities like that growing up. You learn lots of skills and whatnot. I grew up more or less on a farm. I say more or less because my mother and I, we lived in town, quote unquote, a very small city. My grandparents, they lived out in what you might consider the country. So only 5 minutes difference really between the two locations, but yeah, so I grew up more or less on the farm, spent most of my youth there anyway, because I enjoyed being outside, and I went hiking and fishing and all kinds of stuff. So there's another rabbit. Rabbits are really small game. I need something a little beefier, pardon the pun. Yeah, let's try to go for something a little... Oh, there we go. That's right. There's a bunch of deer down here by this. So let's... Eagle. Ooh, gotcha. Whoa, where'd you come from? Don't mind if I do. I'll take an easy kill. When life hands you lemons, you throw lemons back in life's face and make it cry. I'm a firm believer in that. Yes! Ah, this is going swimmingly, I have to say. I wish hunting like this was, you know, indicative of real life, but I do happen to... Oh, I don't have any arrows left. Please. I don't have any arrows left. Okay. Well, we know what to do. We're out of arrows. We get the pokey-po... Oh, wait. I know that the game is weird about it. Yeah, it is. There's an arrow, but let's finish chopping down this tree. Look around. We only got that one there. Let's make 3 of those wooden spears. Put those where they go. Slot number 3. Ooh. Yep. Ah, sugar honey iced tea. Shit. I guess I'm a really poor throw. Oh, there's another arrow. So I do have 2 arrows, but we're gonna go old-fashioned caveman. Oog hunt. Want meat. Just need to find... Ooh. Is that a Wysant? Is that a Wysant? Yes, it is. I'm gonna throw this in your face, dude. Damn it, don't move. In the ear. Yeah, that's right. Can you tell I'm still a little bitter about the Wysant that attacked us earlier in the series? Yeah, you bastard. Ooh. There's a buck. Ooh, right in the spine, dude. Woo-wee. Don't mind if I do. There is actually an achievement in this game called Porcupine. And in order to get it, you have to put 4 spears into a still living creature. So there's that. I think I just saw a bear. It was either a bear or another Wysent, so... it is Wysent, I think. Oh, and there's a fox. Let's... Gotcha in the neck. What did the fox say? That works. Yeah, so foxes are among my favorite animal. Kitsune, they're called in Japanese. They, little trivia you never, oh crap, asked for. Shut up, go down. Little trivia you never asked for. In Japanese, the fox is called kitsune. In Japanese culture, when you answer the phone, you say, moshi moshi. And there's a very specific reason that you say that. So, the kitsune is a spirit. A spirit that is very dangerous and deceptive. It can mimic human speech. Everything except for the sound moshi moshi. So, in order to... I'm just gonna stab you. There we go. In order to make sure that the person you're talking to on the other side of the phone is a real person, the Japanese say moshi moshi, which is, it's translated directly to hello, but it actually is it's basically saying, I'm not a fox, you can trust me. So that was the story that a sweet old Japanese grandma told me when I lived over there. I don't know if it's true, but she was a sweet old Japanese grandma. I'm gonna believe her. Plus, she had no reason to lie to me. Kind of cool little stories here and there. Anyway, so Kitsune is also a fox demon in Japan. Yeah, that's right. Go down. I will take your skin. Thank you very much. It's also a fox demon in Japanese, and their Korean counterpart, which they often get mistaken for, is the kumiho. So Kitsune and kumiho are entirely different creatures, though they are both fox demons. If you get them confused, well, that's on you, and you're gonna offend a lot of people. Not that it's super important, but yeah, foxes are very interesting. I very much like foxes. My only issue with foxes is foxes have this particular musk that makes them reek. And I don't mean like kind of sort of smell funny. I mean, oh my God, what the hell is that smell? I would rather chop my own nose off than smell it anymore. It's really bad, which is why when people adopt foxes, like as pets, they actually have to sign a waiver that they understand that they won't be able to like re-rent or resell their home, even with normal and extensive cleaning procedures, that it's pretty much a lifetime, you're screwed as far as your domicile. Right in the neck. Gotcha, bitch. Foxes reek horribly. And what's really bad is you can come up on it's something I think it's called scent blindness. Scent blind, being scent blind. You can what am I doing? I don't actually have enough carrying capacity to take all this, so we're just gonna leave that tree there for next time. You can become scent blind where you got you, bitch. Where you don't smell it anymore. A lot of people suffer from this in their own homes. You use particular cleaners and fabric detergents and things like that, and it eventually catches up with you for where people come into your home and they're like, huh, what's that smell? And you're like, well, I don't smell it. That's why. It's this scent blindness. At least I think that's what it's called. I have to look it up for you. Anyway, I'm going to keep hunting until I have... Well, I'm going to go to Hornica and see if we have enough to do what we need to do, and I'll see you guys in a minute. All right, so here we are back in Hornica. I was able to sell enough. We had like 230 something meat from all the hunting that we were doing on the way here, and I started selling it, and then I remembered I forgot to resume the recording. So I finished that up really quick. We have just a little bit of meat. Let me eat that really quick. We have the water skin. We have the dried meat, which both of the vendors in this town, the cook and the tavern owner, they had enough. 23 total. So we grabbed all of that, and oh, and now we have 1980 left over. So I cooked all the meat, and when I sold it, I ended up with about 2,400. And I sold some of the other stuff that we had picked up. I don't remember exactly what. I'm going to have to look back at the recording. But I sold stuff. I have like 1,900 left over. I bought a bunch of arrows. They were stupid cheap. It only cost me like 200 to get a bunch of arrows. So we're good there. And now we have all of the materials we need to talk to Kestrel. So what's our status? All right, I have the supplies we need. Great. And what about Demagog? I've convinced him. He's waiting for your signal. Very good. I've managed to get us a horse. Looks like we have everything we need. That's right. Let's not waste any more time then. Go to the medic and tell him everything is waiting for him in Hornica as soon as he gives you the name. Wish me luck. All right, so I'm going to... wait for the chimes. All right, that's my gripe for this stupid game. I love the game to death, but the chimes, a bit much. Okay, here's our campfire that we had built before. Can't craft. I'll roast a fish meat. Why not? Oh, it's even got a different model. That's kind of nice. Now let's sleep until the next day. Then we'll go talk to the doctor guy, since we now know pretty much exactly where he is. Why does it say that he's further away than I thought he was last time? I don't know. It would be a really sick twist in the game if he had been kidnapped or captured or killed by the people that killed Iordan. That would be poetic justice. Hey, look, another treasure chest. I swear, I don't know that these things are here. I just come across them. 164 coin. Don't mind if I do. And 2 tin ore. Sure, why not? Not going to complain too much about getting free stuff. Go down this way. And I think that's the doctor's camp right there. And it looks like he's still alive. So unless there's some amazing cutscene coming up, he's going to end up that way. All right, Dieter. Everything, if you're a bandit, better go back. Everything is ready and awaiting you in Hornica. And how can I be sure to trust you? Because I'm Iordan blood. And same as him, I always keep my word. Damn you, son, if it wasn't for those eyes. Fine. I'll tell you what I know, then I'm out of here, and I advise you do the same. Just tell me. I was awakened in the middle of the night. A cloaked man said there had been an accident and someone was in need of my attention. I wasn't thinking much of it. That's part of my duty, and I was half asleep on top of that. So I grabbed my mantle and walked out with the stranger. Rain was pouring down from the sky so heavily it almost hurt. I've realized that the man was talking to me, taking me to the Castellan's house. I asked him about it, and he confirmed the accident happened to the Castellan, he said. His voice was so faint I could barely understand him. We went to the house, and there I saw Iordan. It was clear to me that I'd been lied to. I wanted to run, but the cloak man blocked my way out. Why was it clear? What did you see? Iordan's throat was sliced open. He looked peaceful, as if he was sleeping. His eyes were closed. His wound was elegant. The cut was really precise. I wonder if Iordan had even realized he was dying. The man spoke to me with the same faint voice as before. He told me to burn the body as soon as the rain stopped. That way, I won't even need to lie because everyone will presume a disease. So that's exactly what I did, and he helped me. Helped me move the body and light it up. Helped me scrub the blood off the floor and burn the sheets. He was very polite. Calm, but not cold. In the end, he asked me if he needed to threaten me with death. I denied. It was clear to me from the moment I saw the blood. I went back to my affairs and never told anything about it to anyone. Then, a couple of weeks later, I've run from Gustovia fearing for my life. Why? Why only after weeks? Because the man in the cloak became the Castellan himself. No. I'm sorry, my child. You're lying. He would never have done it. I'm sorry. What was his name? You know his name. Tell me his name. Unigast. Son of a bitch. I told you that in the previous iterations of this game that Unigast was a scumbag. I didn't think they were going to write him in as the scumbag in this. I suppose it could be that we were just lied to by the medic, but I'm about to deliver Unigast that knuckle sandwich if what the medic said was true. We seem to be really lucky going up and over mountains, finding the treasure chests and whatnot, so I'm going to run up this one, see if there's anything here, and then we're going to go kill us an old man. Because I'm feeling particularly vengeful. I don't see any treasure chests here. Let's look over here. This would be a perfect place for one. Right under these trees, but no. No. Nope. Okay, I don't see one, but I will see you guys when we get to I'll see you guys right before we kill the old man. Does make me wonder, though. Games like this typically have some kind of major end game, like Skyrim and things like that, where you can become the king and whatnot. I know that you can't become the king in this, but it makes me wonder if we turn him in instead of, you know, slitting his throat like we probably should, if we become the Castellan. Or if that's even an option, I don't know. But, well, I see you, skeezy bastard. You and me right here. Hello there, dear Rossimir. Hello. How's life treating you? Like a father. What do you mean? Strict but fair, I guess. Very mature of you to say. You really are growing, seeing more and more of that shades of gray, huh? I do. But gray still consists of black and white. Things are still good and bad, right and wrong. It doesn't change that. I never said it does. Tell me more about my uncle. I'm not sure if I have time for stories. I'm certain you'll find some. All right, maybe one story. I just remembered a good one. Me, Iordan, and Walrad were trying to catch this rooster who swallowed a bunch of pearls, and tell me about his death. Oh, Rossimir, I've told you already that he passed away in his sleep. But people don't usually just die during sleep, do they? Time is merciless. Iordan was an old man already. Did he die of old age then? No. A disease? Some ravaging sickness? No. Then how come he didn't wake up the next morning? Rossimir, I have never lied to you. So why start now? I knew this day would come. Finding words to describe it, to explain. It seems abstract, undoable, but the silence has been burning a hole in my chest for far too long. I did it, Rossimir. I killed my best friend. My brother. Don't call him that. I understand your pain, your feeling of betrayal, but I'm begging you. Believe me that it brought me no pleasure whatsoever. Why? It's complicated. I'm about to complicate your face, old man. Was it greed? He wanted to be Castellan in front of him? Was it jealousy, living all these years in Iordan's shadow? Was it vengeance for how he toyed with Kestrel for robbing you of your one true love? Which one should we go with? I'm gonna go with greed. Not at all, son. I'm not your bloody son. You're not my family. Iordan was. Forgive me. You're right. I never cared for the title, nor the job that comes with it. I only did it because someone had to, and I tried to make the good name of Iordan live on that way. Pick up the responsibilities he had left. He didn't leave them. You tore them away from him. Yes, I believe I did. Okay, we'll explore all the options. Was it jealousy? It wasn't easy, being rather Iordan's friend than myself, but I didn't blame him for it. He was a star, bright, shining, always in the center of attention. It was his nature, not mine. I was comfortable in the shade, safe, and it was my fault for getting too attached to it. So much so that I was afraid of leaving its comfort. Didn't you envy his skills, his mind? Of course I did. We all did. Iordan was a genius. Who wouldn't want that? The question is, who would kill for it? Probably many, but that wasn't the case for me. I was always proud of being able to know him, to work with him. 3. Was it vengeance? If you're looking for a reason I hated him, you found one, but I didn't kill him out of hatred. What he did to Kestrel was awful, but he didn't try to be cruel. Besides, every part of this love triangle was hurting someone. We are all to blame. What about the baby? You could have been a father. It doesn't matter who was the father. This beautiful baby boy didn't draw even one breath of air. His life was over before it began, and that's the real tragedy. It was yours, Kestrel told me. Are you serious? Yes, it was your child that you burned on that day. All these years, I never stopped wondering. My son, may you rest in peace. I don't know what good of a father I'd have been, but I would love you to the end of days. So why did you do it? Out of fear of Iordan's doings, of what he could become. After he killed that man in Naviz, I stayed with him when everyone else left, but I couldn't stop thinking about what he did, how little it bothered him. He was angry at them for breaking up the pack, but he didn't see his fault in it. And what was the worst? He didn't even seem troubled by taking a man's life. That's when I started wondering, has he done that before? Iordan didn't want to stop the mission. I convinced him that it was time for it and that we should move to the valley. I thought we could put all of what happened behind us, just rest and try to find happiness in the little things. But Iordan had a restless mind. For him, not moving up, not breaking another barrier was torture. When we arrived here, there was only a couple of villages. We built ourselves a house in Gustovia. I truly believed this would be enough, but not for Iordan. A week had not passed when he declared that he wanted to travel and meet the king, and that he's planning on doing it alone. 2 weeks later, he came back as the new Castellan of the Valley. He moved into his own house for appearances, as he called it. Since that moment, he was getting more and more distant from me. From anyone, really. I'd been seeing him walk around Gustovia like a true leader, shaking hands, hugging babies, making small talk. Always with a big smile on his face. He seemed really great. If you didn't know what was hiding behind the smile. We were living right next to each other, and yet for some time, we were only talking a couple of times a year. He was afraid of me, afraid of his moral compass. He didn't want me to restrict him anymore. Conscience was a burden, so he got rid of it entirely. And that's when his worst side took control of him. I didn't see any shred of sincerity left, just a constant mask. Years went by. He was doing more and more often to meet with the king, so one day I started a little investigation, and what I found out sickened me. Iordan had become the very thing he swore to eradicate, a festering lord whoring around with his filthy friends, getting rich off of people's misery. He was benefiting from wars, selling weapons, shaking hands with rapists just to be in their good graces. He had to be stopped. It took me months, years to get to it, and I felt responsible for every wrong that he had ever done during that time. I should not have hesitated. But killing my own brother, it felt unimaginable. Yet I knew I was the only one who could do it. I sneaked into his house during heavy rain. He was sleeping so peacefully, as if all the sinister thoughts had left him for the night. I was staring at his face for what felt like ages before I took out my blade. Made one clean cut and it was over. He didn't even open his eyes. And just like that, it was done. You know what's going to happen now, right? You're going to pay for what you've done. I do, and I'm not going to fight it. Whatever you decide, I will accept. Now it's gotta be my moral dilemma. I understand your reasons. It required a strong will and a good heart to do what you did, but the blood has been spilt. You should leave the valley and never come back. You don't deserve forgiveness, killing your family just because you think it's right. But I will not let you die a self-proclaimed martyr. You will live with the guilt of what you've done until the time gets you itself. You are banished from the valley. You were right. Everything is soaked in gray. I don't condemn you for your decision. However, you took a man's life, and by the law of the king, it is punishable by death. You are a murderer. None of your lives will change that, and the only thing you deserve is death. You will be hanged for what you've done. I hope you will never know rest. Okay. So, run him off. Banish him so that he dies of old age. Put him to death or put him to death. Well, I don't know. Might have to think about this one for a minute. I mean, personally, I'm not opposed to the whole trial by fire, you know, blood for blood kind of thing. So I'm not opposed to putting him to death, but I'm not the one who should do it. I'm not in a position of authority to do it. So everything is soaked in gray. He broke the law. Regardless of his moral compass in doing what was potentially one of the lesser of two evils, he did break the law. I don't have the authority to dismiss him for that, and he has to be susceptible to the laws of the king. So we're going to say, you were right, everything is soaked in gray. I don't condemn you for your decision. However, you took a man's life, and by the law of the king, it is punishable by death. So sorry, old man, but you're also 50 years old. You live in a hell of a lot longer than anybody in the medieval era should have, so.
I have learned a lot from you, Unigost. You taught me what it means to be a man. That what needs to be done doesn't always feel right. And I need you to understand that this doesn't either. But blood has been spilled, and the law of this realm demands more blood in return. Is this just? Does true justice even exist? You can rest now, Unigost. And may you find peace in that rest.
Holy crap. They really fleshed out the story of this. And I'm not really regretting my decision right now. I feel like I should probably check on his wife, though, if she hasn't, you know, offed herself. What does she do again? She owns the tavern. Did she just, like, disappear? What was her name? Anybody remember what her name was? Nope. No. No. I think she disappeared. Okay. So, I guess I'll explain my moral decision here. We didn't have the right to dismiss him for his crime. He broke the law. However, what he did though his motivations led him to murder, I personally believe that that wasn't necessarily above forgiveness. It wasn't unforgivable. So the mindset that Rasamir showed in still turning him in, having him put to death, but forgiving him and wishing him peace was probably the most merciful way we could have gone about this. Anybody who's made a major decision that has ended a life or seriously altered a life would probably come to the same conclusion that leaving somebody alive to suffer with their mistake is very cruel. And once again, we didn't have the authority to do anything. We just turned him into the authorities appropriately. So, well, you can't choose your consequences, but you can choose your actions. What a sucky way to bring down the spirit of the series. I thought we were just gonna have like this lighthearted, oh, there was some bandit jackass that, you know, killed him in his sleep, or, you know, he pissed off the wrong people. I didn't expect it to be Unigast. But at the same time, Unigast has always been a scumbag since they programmed the game, so I don't know, maybe I should have seen it coming. What do you guys think? In the comments below, let me know, did we make the right choice? I do, in fact, have a save file right before that decision, so we could actually look at the different outcomes. If you're interested in that, let me know in the comments below, and we'll absolutely take a look at those, probably in just a separate episode as sort of a, here's what could have been. But, I'm actually a little speechless. I'm not quite sure what to say at this point. Huh. But I think... let me double check something really quick here. I guess the only thing that we have left to do is to find our wife, where... what job did we give her? Management, Radomira. She's a lumberjack, one of the lumberjacks. So we're going to build up this house. I think I actually have all the logs I need right here. Do I? 18 logs? That's not quite enough. But, this is already... oh, actually, that might be enough. Hold on. Let's finish this house. And then we'll talk to our wife about providing us with an heir. And we'll take that step, and that'll be where we call this series for now. We'll actually finish off this series here, unless you guys really want to see more. I am willing to dive into the other storylines, keep this going, but I think we're going to take a little break after this to explore some other entertainment options. But there we go. We got this house done. In between this episode and a potential next one, I'm going to go back into Gastovia and get Dragomira, the woman that we were originally going to pick for our wife that didn't have as good a stats. She has good enough stats that I'm going to pull her and put her in that house we just built. And yeah, so since we killed somebody, we might as well... where is... where is she? Hello? Is she out cutting down trees or something? Since we took a life, we're going to put one back, for lack of a more poetic way of saying that. Seriously, where the hell is she? There's Zybert. Okay, fine. There's got to be a people. Spouse. Why the hell is she all the way down there? I can put waypoints. Oh, okay. Now I feel really stupid. I didn't realize we could put waypoints down on the map. Ah, well, it's a learning process. Personally, I would be very interested in continuing this series, but let me know, like I said, in the comments below if that's something that would tickle your fancy. I'm always willing to do just a general update here and there, or we can continue on in a more episodic approach like this, do the rest of the storylines, that kind of stuff. Where the hell is she? Oh, she's walking through the woods. Why are you walking through the woods, woman?
How can I help you?
How's our little kingdom doing? Our workers need more crafting materials. Okay. Let me take a closer look. Oh, that's right. They added a dialogue option to pull this menu up so you can actually see what they're doing. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. What's on your mind? I love all the responsibilities I have. I wish our settlement would grow endlessly. Okay. Romance? I think it's time we're ready. I think we're ready to have a child. What do you think? You know what? I agree. We're ready. Come see me at our house after 7 p.m. Okay.
Goodbye.
After 7 p.m. What the hell time is it? It is 6:30 p.m. So if you can actually make it to the house at 7 p.m., I don't know if I'm going to have to censor this. I honestly have never made it this far in the game, so it's probably just going to be a fade to black and then she's holding a baby, but I honestly have no idea. If it was true to timing, she would, we would interact, and then 3 seasons later, she pops out the kid, but like I said, I've never made it this far, so I'm not quite sure what to expect. 15 more minutes, so suppose we might as well take a bath really quick. As you should before that kind of interaction. Sorry. I know. I don't have to tell you all this crap, but did I actually take a bath? I don't know. But the wash tub is infinite, so I'm just do it again, I guess. Okay. Take a drink. Yeah, she's taking her sweet time. It is 7 p.m. She is not in the house yet, so I have to wait for her to get in the house. But, yeah, so in between this episode and what potentially may be the next episode, I'm going to get Dragomira to come here. We don't have anything in our story quests except for to have an heir. So we make the baby with our wife in a minute, and then we just have the like side story quests. So that's all we have left. She takes her sweet time. I wish the NPCs moved a little faster. But I suppose, you know, it is a big decision and all that stuff. Now, is she going to walk straight into the house, or is she going to... Seriously, woman?
How is life treating you?
Romance. I think it's ready to have. Let's do that. Make me the happiest woman on earth. Sure, why not? Okay, it was just a fade to black. I wonder if they updated the models. I remember watching a series on this. Hello. and there
Goodbye.
Wasn't any like pregnancy per se. It's just all of a sudden there was kids running around the village. But that was probably halfway through the beta. So I don't know if she'll actually grow a baby belly or if just one day she'll just pop goes the weasel and there we have a kid. Totally sorry for the visual that may have pulled up in your mind. It certainly made me giggle internally. But I think that's where we're going to call it. We discovered what happened to our uncle. He was killed by his best friend and brother because he was turning into the monster that he once chose to destroy. So if that's not poetic justice, I don't know what is. If you did enjoy the content, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications. Join me on Twitter and Discord, as it doesn't cost you anything, but it does show support for the channel. And if you want to support me in a more direct format, visit me over on patreon.com/Control-Alt-Silent. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.